I think Canadians had forgotten what the Liberal Party is like when it's in power. Justin Trudeau is reminding us by, first of all, demanding that 24 Sussex Drive undergo a multi-million-dollar renovation before he moves in. Oh, and then there's this, the Liberal tender to ask companies to bid on refurbishing Trudeau's Challenger jet. Take a look at that. Oh, did you not hear about that in the mainstream media? Yeah, well, I mean, Trudeau's got to take care of important business first, right? Priorities for this champion of the middle class. But the thing that is the most symbolic is Trudeau's demand for the taxpayer to cover the cost of his nannies. Nannies, not one, but two of them, paid for by taxpayers.
And on the household staff issue, obviously, it'll come as no surprise to people that I have a different family situation with 3 small children than the Harpers did. And that means we will operate within the same family budget that the previous Prime Minister had, but we will shuffle it around so that it fits better our priorities. And that is what Canadians expect.
What an entitled little brat. He's a millionaire by inheritance. He makes more than $334,000 a year as Prime Minister, but he thinks his family's babysitters should be paid for by you. 2 babysitters, full-time. Well, as you may recall, we crowdfunded the cost of a professional opinion poll on this subject, a massive survey. More than 1,500 Canadians were surveyed, which gives an accuracy of plus or minus 2.5%, 19 times out of 20. This is a serious poll. And we asked one question, quote, which of the following is closest to your own point of view? Justin Trudeau should pay for nannies with his own personal money, or it is an appropriate use of taxpayers' money to pay for childcare for Justin Trudeau's family. Those were 2 choices. Well, Canadians aren't stupid. 70% say he should pay for his own nannies, like the rest of us have to do. And as you would expect, that result is even higher amongst low-income Canadians. A whopping 77% of Canadians who only have a high school diploma or less say Trudeau should pay for his own babysitters, just like they have to do. Francophones, too, 77% of them say, pay for your own nannies. But he's insistent that he's right. I mean, he's just following the Liberal motto as articulated by former Liberal Cabinet Minister David Dingwall, who said this about his lavish perks.
You're trying to say that entitlements, I'm not entitled to my entitlements. No, I am entitled to my entitlements.
Yeah, Trudeau is entitled to his entitlements. Mr. Middle Class, what a lie that was. And what an example he's setting for every cabinet minister, every MP, every bureaucrat, every lobbyist. Get what you can. Take what you can. Get while the getting's good, quick. One last thought. How did Stephen Harper do it? I mean, he had 2 kids at 24 Sussex Drive, too. He never expensed his nannies to the government. Harper's daughter was just 7 when the family moved to 24 Sussex Drive. I bet they needed a babysitter sometimes. But Harper didn't bill babysitters to the taxpayer. But get this, here's something I bet you haven't heard about in the mainstream media either, other than the one radio program that in which it was stated. Stephen Harper paid for the food at 24 Sussex Drive. Here, listen to Ronna Ambrose tell that fact to Evan Solomon.
The Harpers did that with groceries. You know, food is part of what happens at 24 Sussex, but they calculated what it costs to feed a family of 4, and they just wrote a check. I mean, no one knows they did that, but they just thought they should.
What a contrast. 24 Sussex Drive was just fine for Stephen Harper and his family. Oh, but it's a dump in the eyes of Justin Trudeau. $10 million reno needed. Stephen Harper paid for his own family's childcare. Trudeau demands taxpayers pay for him. Even his own groceries, Harper paid for. Justin Trudeau is a privileged elitist, son of a privileged elitist. But that's why the media love him. They fantasize that they're in that elite stratum too, that they can be part of that high priesthood too, with all the perks and benefits too, or at least really close to it, like courtiers to the old royal court. Trudeau's pigging out in the taxpayer's trough. Look, that in itself will not bankrupt us. But as the entire government starts to follow his example, yeah, that will bankrupt us. And it will erode any sense of financial accountability or responsibility in the government too. Say, if you want to help us pay for the cost of this opinion poll, please do by clicking here or by visiting payforyourownNanny.ca. You can also sign a petition there demanding that Trudeau pay for his own babysitters. I don't think that he'll listen to that petition, but at least he'll know not every Canadian is going along with his troughing it. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.